All right, we are live Money Mondays with Ash Cash. Welcome. So we have about 2 more minutes till we go live, and we're going to talk about how to Sweet 16, or I'm giving you the Sweet 16 of side hustles just in time for March Madness. I am going to go to Facebook right now and share this video on my personal page. Make sure you do the same. Make sure you go to share this video, share this to a page, and let me just type in, so tune in now as I give you the Sweet 16 of side hustles just in time for March Madness. All right. Okay, and then so I'm gonna post this to my page. All right, we got 1 more minute. All right, one more share. All right, so welcome to Money Mondays with Ash Cash, brought to you by Bank Mobile, the fastest growing digital bank in the country, providing you with a financially empowering experience. I am the Director of Financial Education, aka the Financial Empowerment Coach. And then so it is my job to make sure that I am helping to empower you. And so as we are dead smack into the March Madness, the Sweet 16, first and foremost, I want to send my condolences to Duke fans and Louisville. I know that was a big upset. I know a lot of brackets are being shaken up right now. That's the madness, right? That happens in March. But I want to talk about how to give you the Sweet 16 of side hustles. So we're gonna March Madness your money. And if you don't know, in March, through the NCAA tournament, literally it is $1 billion business. So I'm talking $1 billion are made from the NCAA. $9.2 billion are made through online brackets. About 81 million people are actively involved with the brackets. And so the madness that goes on with the NCAA tournament, I wanted to give you a way to March Madness your money. And the best way to March Madness your money is really to create a side hustle, because there are always these different things that you can do to increase your income. And one of them is decrease expenses, right? So if you have a lot of expenses, you could decrease your expenses. And as you do that, you start to have more money available. But maybe you may not want to be in the business of decreasing your expenses. You might love your lifestyle. You might want to function the way you're functioning. So why take things away? We live in a universe of abundance. We don't have to conform to lack. And so sometimes taking things away, if you have to, you have to. But sometimes taking things away, it can make us feel like we're in lack. And I don't want us to do that. So what I want to do is I want to help you be abundant. And I want to give you the top 16 ways, no particular order, but these are 16 ways that you can create a side hustle. All right. Number 1 is to sell your good unwanted items, right? So a lot of times we do a lot of impulse shopping. We may buy things that we may have wanted at one time, but we may not want them anymore. And when that happens, instead of just leaving them around the house, instead of just allowing them to collect dust, we want to begin to sell those things. And so as we look around the house, we could create a side hustle by selling some unwanted things that are in good shape. And so that is one way that you could create a side hustle. Number two, sell freebies on Craigslist. I know you like sell freebies on Craigslist. How do you do that? And so, I'm in New York. There might be other places throughout the country that does this as well. But if you go to Craigslist right now and you go under the for sale sign, the for sale section, and under for sale section, you look for free items, there are people who throw away good things. And as they're throwing it away, they may say, hey, I have a brand new couch, or I have this on the curb. You come pick it up. Or I have this item. If you just come get it, I'll give it to you for free. You can actually get those things and make it a habit, a hobby, a side hustle to get those things, make sure that they're in good shape, and then repost them on Craigslist. But this time you'll repost them for money. You charge. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Because once someone gives you something, whether they give it to you for free or not, you now are the owner of it. You own it. And so that is definitely a way that you can create a side hustle. Number three, sell yourself. No, not in that way. I'm talking about Fiverr.com. I'm talking about Elance, even Craigslist again. It could be if you have a beautiful voice, you could do voiceovers. You have some skills that people will pay you for, and so you can begin to do freelance work. Again, Fiverr is a good way. You have Elance, you have Craigslist. There's just different ways that you could share your knowledge or share your skill set, and people will pay you for it. Speaking of sharing your skill set, number four is teach an online class. That is a great way, especially nowadays. People are really looking for ways that they can enhance their knowledge. And you have places like udemy.com, somebody that we are, partnering with. You have Skillshare, you have Teachable. You have all these different platforms that you can actually use, and you could teach something. So I'll give you an example. So, I'm a money guy, and, people always come to me and ask me about, questions around how to fix credit. Well, I could actually create an online course where I'm teaching people how to fix credit and then charge, a fee for people to come and join this course. It could be $10 a month, or it could be $20 a month. And if you think about that, if I only got 100 people to pay me $20 a month so I can teach them about credit, that is $2,000, right? That is an extra $2,000, and I did it once. I recorded the video one time. I have this knowledge, and now each month people come and pay in order to get this knowledge. So this is something that you can do, and it doesn't have to be, I know we can use an extra $2,000, but it don't have to be 100. You get 20 people at $20 a month. That's an extra $400, right? And so that is a great way that you could create a side hustle. Number five is become a field agent. And Field Agent is actually an app that you could use. And what it does is there are people who have these tasks that they may want you to do. So you do these small tasks around town, and then they pay you for you to do that. So on your downtime, maybe instead of watching television or doing the things that may not be giving you income, you can do that. Number six, offer to watch children. That's a big one. As a parent myself of a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old, sometimes my wife and I may have issues finding time for us to hang out together. And so offering to watch kids is important. But even if it's like an evening kind of gig, just find those people who are extra busy, who are parents who may need that extra help. And that's a side hustle that you could possibly do. Number 7, become a brand ambassador. We have a great brand ambassador program that you could actually join. So if you're a college student, right now it's only open to college students, but if you're a college student, make sure you hit us up, ashcash@bankmobile.com. And we have a college ambassador program where we call our bank mobilists, and our bank mobilists get paid to, spread the word of financial empowerment and learn, marketable skills. But there are also other companies out there that will pay you to promote their brand, to promote their mission, to promote what they're doing. So definitely look into being a brand ambassador. Number 8, start your own blog. This is a big, I know personally a lot of people who make a lot of money from blogs, and you could get advertising, you could do product placement, there's affiliate marketing. Starting your own blog is a very lucrative way of making money on the side, and you don't necessarily even have to blog about, you don't have to learn anything new. You could blog about your day. You could blog about things that you already know, knowledge you have already that people will pay you for. Number 9, take online surveys. It's real. A lot of companies want to know how people feel. They want to understand, which ways, people would sway if they're trying to sell on particular products. So, taking online surveys is very valuable to companies, and there are companies out there that will pay you to just take these surveys. Number 10, become a virtual assistant. This is a huge one. Like, I could use a virtual assistant. And because business has shifted to online, it is easier to become somebody's assistant and don't necessarily have to be with them physically. There are so many things that you can do online. And so you can actually become a virtual assistant where you can help people schedule meetings. You can help, purchase things for people. There's just so much things that you can do as a virtual assistant, and people need it. So definitely, that's an option. Number 11, start a pet sitting business, right? Because the same thing I talked about children, some people don't have children, but they may have pets. And so, starting a business where you can pet sit is definitely a way to create an extra income for yourself, part of your side hustle. Number 12, learn how to code. I don't know how to code, but coding is really, really something that is important. One of our colleagues, fast shout to Charlie, he's somebody that codes and does well at it. So imagine if he started a side hustle, charging people to code, right? Because not a lot of people have that knowledge. But the great thing about it is that, I mentioned, these places like Udemy, the teachables.coms, the Skillshares. There's probably somebody who knows how to code, who's teaching people how to code. So you could take a course, learn how to code, then sell your coding to somebody else. It's genius. All right, number 13, handle social media marketing for small businesses. This is the fact of the matter. If you run a business, if you want to make money, you have to be on social media. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But sometimes people are not comfortable with social media. Sometimes people don't understand the first thing to do with social media. And so since you're on social media, like you're watching this on Facebook, right? So obviously you understand social media, social media. So why not use that same platform to reach out to small businesses that may not necessarily be comfortable with social media, but reach out to them to charge them for you to manage their social media, to manage their marketing. There is a huge market out there for it because there's so many people who are starting businesses. So that is very, very lucrative, very important thing to do. Number 14, freelance write. I remember, when that was one of my first side hustles that I ever started. I didn't even know you could get paid to write. And I remember, I was in between, gigs as an entrepreneur, and I was like, man, how am I get this, get this money, secure the bag. And so I started to freelance write, and I was getting between $250 to $300 per article. And these were like 500 word, 1,000 word, like things I already knew about. And I was, it adds up. So like in a week, I was able to dump out maybe like 10, 15 articles. That was an extra, $3,000 that $3-4 grand that I made in a week. And so I don't, there are a lot of places out there that don't pay, that still try to get your knowledge for free, but there are other places out there that you can look to, where that they would pay you to write. So definitely, look into freelance writing. Number 15, start a SEO, search engine optimization business. This is important. This is something that, businesses, again, there are a lot of small businesses out there. If they want to be successful, they want to make sure that their ranking on Google, is the top 10 on the first page. And so if you learn that specialized skill of how to do it effectively, how to make sure that when they type a certain keyword that this business could be one of the top businesses, you can actually sell that to businesses, and they would pay you, because the higher they rank, the more business that they would get, and they'll see the direct correlation to that. And number 16, in our top 16, our sweet 16 ways of creating your side hustle, is creating an Etsy shop and sell things online. I know a lot of people who make money, who might, create candles, or might have a garment business, or might be good at crocheting. There are certain things that you might be good at that you can sell online, so you can start a business doing that. So that's it. Those are the sweet 16 ways. I'm going to recap real quick. Number 1, sell your goods, your unwanted items online, or not online. 2, sell freebies from Craigslist. Get some freebies on there and sell those. Sell yourself, meaning that you can go to Fiverr.com, Elance, Craigslist, and sell a service, voiceovers. Number 4, teach classes online. Again, you have Udemy, Skillshare, Teachable.com that you can actually teach things on. Number 5, become a field agent. It's an app that you can download that allows you to run errands for people. Number 6, offer to watch children. There are busy professionals out there that would love to have someone available to watch their children. Number 7, become a brand ambassador. Bank Mobile has a great brand ambassador program, our Bank Mobilist program, so you can look into that. But then there's also other companies out there that are looking for representatives. Number 8, start your own blog. Your knowledge is important, but there are affiliate marketing. There are ads that you can put on your blog. There are people that will pay you to represent their product on your blog. So make sure that you can start your own blog. Number 9, take online surveys. Businesses want to know how you feel, so you can take online surveys as a way to make extra money on the side. Number 10, become a virtual assistant. There are busy people out here who need little errands to be run that they would love to pay you for. Number 11, start a pet sitting business. Same thing with children. They're not pets, but same thing where you might have pet owners that need someone to sit with their pets. Number 12, learn how to code. It is web design. Coding is very important nowadays because you have to have a web presence. So if you learn that skill, there are businesses you can sell that to. Number 13, handle social media marketing for small businesses. So as you are, learning or on social media right now, learn how to market, learn Facebook ads, learn how, Instagram, learn Twitter, learn Periscope, learn all of these different social media things, and help businesses market their business through these channels. Number 14, freelance write. You could, you could ghost write, you could freelance write for folks, and on average, I want to say it's about $150 to $500. When I did it, I was getting about $250 to $300. 15, you could start an SEO company, so just help people with their search engine optimization. So anybody who has a business that's important to them, where they rank in Google, so you can start that business. And lastly, create an Etsy shop. If you are good at if you're a good painter, if you can crochet, if you have, some clothes design, you could definitely open up an Etsy shop. You got Shopify, which also you can do. But if you do one of those 16 things, you will create a lucrative side hustle for yourself. You could do 2 of them, then and so on and so forth. But those are the 16 ways that you could create a side hustle. No particular order. Whatever resonates with you is definitely something that you should tackle. All right, I'm going to open up for any questions. Let's see what questions do we have.
So Ahmad asks, what up, Ash? Slightly off topic, but I'm a barber and I'm looking to grow my business. What are some sources that I can use to advertise and market my business besides Instagram and Facebook?
So Ahmad, appreciate you. Thanks for the question. So Ahmad says that he is a barber and he's looking to grow his business and what other ways that he could advertise the business. So I'm going to give you two things. First of all, one, I think, as we talk about these side hustles, you can actually teach videos online, right? So imagine this. Imagine there are other barbers out there that may want to learn how to cut hair. There may be people out there who may not want to go to a barber and want to learn how to cut their hair themselves, right? So there's so much skills that you know and you have already that you could actually go to Udemy, go to Skillshare, go to Teachable, and record videos of you, cutting and teaching techniques or things of that nature, and charge barbers or charge wannabe barbers or charge people who are interested in this money to be able to learn that skill. But I would say, Facebook is great. I mean, I love Facebook. I think if you use Facebook the right way, if you learn how to target the particular audience that you're looking for, you got to think about it. Like, I know the last time I checked, there were 500 million people on Facebook, right? People are actively on Facebook. And so that is more than enough people that you need. So I would say that if your Facebook strategy isn't working, I would definitely connect with somebody who knows how to create Facebook ads, how to target. I would definitely use that because it's a great way. Instagram is definitely a great way. I also say, create a way that you can give something away for free that allows people to sign up for some type of mailing list, because, a lot of times to grow your business, it may not, a lot of people are online. But there are ways that you can possibly, grow your business by getting the word out by, possibly, giving out something for free, and for, like in a barber way, maybe, how to save money on your cuts or how to, maintain your hair, like maybe tips, I don't know, the barber business, but maybe how to maintain a healthy head or something like that. And so, that way you can get people to sign up and you get their information. So now you have a fresh lead of people that you can market to. So hopefully that helps. Appreciate the question, Ahmad.
Brittany asks, you're an amazing speaker. What steps did you take to get where you are today?
Man, Brittany, thank you so much. I appreciate you for the compliment. A couple of things. I think the first thing for me as a speaker, one of the steps was for me to get comfortable speaking. So I joined Toastmasters. I did a lot of free volunteer work. I would go to schools. I would go to churches. I would go to conferences and, do it for free and really just learn my style, my voice, learn how to, what the audience, what resonated with each different audiences, what was my audience, who was my target. And as I did that, I just then started to market myself. So I started to put myself out there and tell people, hey, I'm a speaker. Would you please pay me to speak? I would reach out to see what other conferences have paid people. I would go to, colleges and just really, market myself. But I will also, part of what we talked about earlier as far as like freelance writing, a lot of my freelance writing got me notoriety. So I was writing for like Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, Credit Karma. And so it really helped me become a industry leader, a thought leader within the personal finance space. I've been on television and it's really about marketing yourself. Like it's, you start off by, having an opinion, writing about your opinion, marketing that opinion, getting people to notice you. But as they notice you, you use what you've done already to pitch yourself to other media outlets. And media works because, when people see you as a trusted source, they're now willing to listen to you. They're now willing to refer you to other people. And it's been that cycle for me. And I guess I've been blessed that each year sort of like my fan base and my notoriety picks up and I'm able to, really just reach more people. So So I would say, whatever your passion is, whatever you love to do, just start doing it. Make sure that you're always, perfecting it. You're doing it often, and get it out to as much people as possible. Because if you're the best speaker, but no one ever hear you speak, then what good is that? If you're a great chef, but nobody's ever tasted your food, what good is that? So you want to make sure that whatever your skill set is, that you are sharing it with the world. It's a gift, but the gift isn't for you. The gift is for you to share it with the world. Not to share it for free, though, right? You're going to share it there's a cost associated with it, right? Because there's a quote that says, if you're good at something, you never give it away for free, but find out how can you share your gifts to the world, and it's a win-win, right? You give your gift away, and people pay you for it, but you love what you're doing. People are blessed by what you're doing, so just make sure you're passionate, you love what you do, and that's how you do that. All right. Thank you, man. That's my time. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Money Mondays with Ash Cash. If you have any questions, make sure you email me, ashcash@bankmobile.com. Tune in every Monday at 12 p.m. on the Bank Mobile Facebook page, and like the Bank Mobile page. If you haven't liked the Bank Mobile page, make sure you do so. But tune in every Monday, 12 p.m., Money Mondays with Ash Cash. Email me. What are your topics? What are the topics that you want me to talk about? Are there anything specific? I could talk about business. I could talk about finance. I could talk about love. No, I can't talk about love. But money, finance. Let me know. What you want to talk about. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you next week, same time, same place.